Universal Pictures and Imagine Entertainment invite you to experience the magic of the classic story as it comes to life like you've never seen before. In a place where the Christmas spirit is everywhere.
Have the best Christmas ever!
Well, almost everywhere.
Counting down the Christmas clock. Oh, young baseball.
Blast this Christmas music. It's joyful and triumphant.
Jim Carrey is
The Grinch. I must stop this Christmas from coming.
from Universal Pictures
But what would I wear? Ho-ho!
and Imagine Entertainment.
Forgot about the reindeer. Action! Brilliant!
Mr. Grinch, I myself am having some Yuletide doubts.
Don't care.
Maybe if you can reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas.
Maybe if you can reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas.
Grow up!
If you think you know the whole story,
What if it's all just a misunderstanding?
This could change my entire outlook on life.
Really?
No.
you don't know Grinch.
This is nuts! I'm going to throw up, and then I'm going to die!
Jim Carrey in a Ron Howard film. The Grinch.
Uh-oh, somebody's fabulous!
Welcome to Prop Club. I'm your host and prop collector, Joe Odo. Today we are talking about this guy. We're diving into one of the most iconic holiday films ever made. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. But we're not just talking about the movie. We're showcasing a piece of movie magic, a Whoville nose appliance used for one of the residents of Whoville. Directed by Ron Howard, this live-action adaptation brought Dr. Seuss's classic story to life in a way we'd never seen before. The film is famous for its incredible production design and groundbreaking makeup work, which earned an Academy Award for Best Makeup to Rick Baker. Rick Baker's transformation of Jim Carrey into the Grinch was legendary, but every Whoville resident had their own unique look, thanks to thousands of custom prosthetics. Let's take a look at this great piece. This is a custom-made Whoville nose appliance created for a Whoville resident in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It was crafted using the life cast of actress Lillias White, and her name is still handwritten on the bottom of the plastic cast. Not sure if you can see it there. The design features that signature Whoville style we all recognize. It is fragile. You can see the back, the holes in there. They would put straws in there so they can breathe, stick real straws up the nose, and there's the life cast. And there's Lilia's name. I don't know if you can see that from there. Put it back on. They are all custom made by Rick Baker's team. So there you go. You'll see these lying down like this in Rick Baker's video. Keep an eye out for them. So who is Lilias White? She's an award-winning Broadway icon, celebrated for her powerful performances and distinctive voice. Her career spans stage, voice acting, television, film, and concert appearances. In this movie, you can spot her briefly in the opening shopping scene as one of the Whoville shoppers. These pieces were sculpted and molded by the talented team at Rick Baker's studio. Each appliance was hand-painted and designed to blend seamlessly with the actor's skin, creating that signature Who look, with the upturned nose and exaggerated smile. Another secret? The prosthetics were made from foam latex, which allowed flexibility for facial expressions while staying lightweight. After filming, most of these pieces were discarded, making surviving examples like this incredibly rare. Here's how Rick Baker explains the process of applying makeup to the extras in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Take a look.
Part of what I do, is being a makeup designer is, I try to design makeups that work, not only that look good, but actually the actor can move. And that was part of the challenge, not only to come up with a design for the Grinch that just in a still picture looks like the Grinch, but Jim Carrey has this incredibly expressive face, and I didn't want to be the one to limit what he can do with his face. So you have to take all that into consideration. It's, as thick as we could make it in areas where I knew we could make it thicker, and it's actually tissue thin in many areas of his face so that he could do all those expressions.
But hot crowd.
And some of the early tests that we did that were especially more Seuss-like were not for this movie. I mean, even though they were like trying to interpret Seuss designs, they seemed like a Twilight Zone episode. And it was a hard balance because it can be very grotesque, like moving someone's nose in a place where it doesn't belong. So it's a very fine line. We're always balancing on that line and trying to figure out exactly where we were and didn't want to step over to the evil side,
What happened to you?
It was the Grinch!
All of the Who's wore what we call appliances. They're foam rubber pieces that we apply to their face that have a tissue-thin blending edge that just virtually disappears into their skin. The Who's were, for the most part, basically one appliance, which was like a nose and upper lip. Some of them had brows and also had ears, as well as dentures and wigs.
That's it for today's episode of Prop Club. If you love behind-the-scenes movie magic and props like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Drop me a message at moviepropclub@gmail.com. Until next time, keep collecting and keep the magic alive. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.